Shalom. Call Haloi Halba Shemawashai Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, the Connecticut elders, the head bishops, to my fellow laborers that are doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever, to the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners, and to the Aquath that are listening and learning. To you I say shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. And this lesson is inspired by Apostle Elder Tahar. He was doing a video earlier today, and wow, and it's really aggravating me at this moment. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something about just slavery being justified. And, and it was something that he mentioned that made me think about this, and the spirit jumped on me, and it's been on my spirit heavy all day. I couldn't wait to get back here today so I could do this lesson. I've been anxious to do it because it's about the Canaanites and how, I've often said it in quite a few videos in the past that slavery, that Manifest Destiny had a part two. And the part two is when they becomes captives whose captives they were. Let me read that. Let me grab that real quick. All right, so the people who took the Israelites into slavery via cargo slave ships and carted them around the world, mainly here to the New Egypt, to America. Those people, part two of Manifest Destiny is that they must go into slavery. All right, and upon the return of the Lord, when the kingdom of heaven is set up, when the Israelites are ruling on the earth, when Israel goes home, this is how you know Israel hasn't gone home yet. All 12 tribes, because this event hasn't taken place. This is a future prophecy that's close to happening. All right, and this is Isaiah 14:1, and it reads, "For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place." That them are the scattered elect, the scattered among the heathen. All right. "And the house of Israel shall possess them." Them are the heathens, mainly Esau, "in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." So it's clear, and see, and this truth is coming out, which is why Esau, Edom, the Idumeans, are trying to demonize the Hebrew Israelites. All right. Even though the evidence is proved that the natives of the Americas and the natives of North and South and Central America are indeed Israelites as well, they keep putting that false narrative of black. And they've made a false narrative in race out of black when the whole world was so-called black in the beginning. All right. Yet they're all different people. All right. We're looking at Northern Africa, and we're going to talk about Ham. These are the different sons of Ham. All right. Right here, you're looking at two different sons. The Sudanese, and the Egyptians, I believe, are all Mizraim, and I think Libya is from Put. So these are different sons of Ham right there. And the most important part of that is that this part right here, this is where Israel is. Israel is in Africa, in the northern tip of Africa. This body of water is the Suez Canal, which connects it to Asia Minor. This way, that where the finger is pointing. All right. This part right here where the hand is now, as you begin to go up, you're going into the land of Canaan. All right. You're going further into the land of Canaan once you begin to go up. All right. But Israel sits right here. And the Suez Canal is what divides it, because they went across this side into Mount Sinai. Salakia, when they went across into here, they didn't cross right here. They crossed this side. Okay? This was, and going up here is where ancient Babylon and this was Mesopotamia. This whole area right here, ancient Mesopotamia. Babylon set up here and the Bible dictionary is going to tell you that Canaan, a son of Ham that's from this region, Africans also had dominion over where the arrow is now. Most of this part of here of Asia Minor. Okay? The Canaanites went all the way up here north of Africa. And we're going to read that out of the Young's Dictionary Bible. Because my question, I think I left a question on the comment board of the Apostle Tahar's video, which is, where is the history that connects the Canaanites? Let's click over. Let me find another map. To, well, that's almost the same thing. Let's see. Yeah, you can actually see this one even better now. Yeah. See, this area is where Israel sits. And this little body of water here, the Red Sea, this is where they crossed. They crossed right here. They didn't cross here. They crossed right here. And all this land, you know, where the northern kingdom was, and going all the way up into the land of Canaan. All right. West Africa is way over here and then down. So let me see. Let me click on this map. There we go. Con. All right. So here's West Africa, where the Israelites were taken from. And they try to use the lie of the curse of Canaan, who's a whole different race of dark people. But Canaan dwelt way up here above. So where is the history, Christians, Israelis, white scholars? When did Canaan come way over to here to go into slavery and rule over this part of Africa? When did Canaan come over here? Where are the relics in the history to prove that point? All right. This is Deuteronomy, and then I'm going to read some evidences. Let's go to Deuteronomy 33:29. And it reads, Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahweh, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency, and thy enemy shall be found liars unto thee. Thou shalt tread upon their high places. So, vocab alone, Dr. James White, the Edomite. When did the Canaanites come from way over here where the arrow is? All right. Mesopotamia. All right. Ancient Mesopotamia, Israel, the land of Canaan, going up toward the Babylon. When did the Canaanites, the sons of Ham, come to occupy the west coast of Africa and go into slavery? Where's that history? Yeah. Okay. And like I said, let's go back to this map where you can see better. Okay. This right here, where the arrow is Israel, which is clearly in Africa. All right. Egypt is in Africa. Okay. Right here, the gray part is that's where you start Asia Minor. And the Israelites crossed across right here, across this area right here, this narrow piece from the land of Israel out of Egypt into this land here, escaping captivity. All right. That's what they did. All right. Point blank period. Syria and all that is up above here. Okay. So let's read what the biblical scholars have to say about the land of Ham and the son of Canaan. All right. And this is out of the Young's Dictionary Bible, and it reads, a son of Noah, Ham, a son of Noah and father of Cush, Egypt put in Canaan. All right. So we're looking at Mizraim and Libya. Libya is one of Put's sons. All right. Okay. See further on each of these four. While they all may have been dark-skinned, they were not the forefathers of the Negroid races, the 12 tribes of Israel. Those are your Negroid races. Shemites, because they're not Hamites. Okay? And it just told you Negroes are not Hamitic. They're not Africans. But rather the people associated with Egypt in the north of the continent of Africa. just like I just showed you. All right? The Egyptians thought of Canaan as one of their provinces, even in the very latter times. Canaan is all this little gray area where the northern kingdom of Israel was, all along here. This became Israel. Jerusalem sits right here, where the arrow is, and you go up above. The capital was here. So and then the northern kingdom was dwelled all up here. There it is, man. So these people are liars. And Canaan, let's see if we can go back to this map where it showed you, yeah, all this area up here was the land of Canaan. All along this coastal area along here, going toward the Black Sea. That was, Babylon, all that was over there. And this was Asia Minor, all right? And they crossed this little portion right here, this little crack. Because when you zoom in up close, click back. See how wide that is? They cross right there where the arrow is. Okay, so let's read out of the Zondervan's Compact Dictionary Bible, the Zondervan's. Okay, their definition of Ham, and it says, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood. All right. And one of 8 persons to live through the flood, he became the progenitor, father of the dark races, not the Negroes. Not the Negroes. Negroes are not Africans. Negroes are Shemitic. All right? They come from Shem. They didn't come from Japhet. Okay? Not the Negroes, but rather the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites, all right? And we've already identified the land that Canaan dwelt was mostly on the northern part of Africa, above Africa, all right? Canaan wasn't dwelling down here. The scholars just told you that they were in the north of Africa. Canaan was dwelling up here because the Israelites took this area. They took the land of Canaan, which was north of Africa. All right. So it's like we says, man, hey, look, Great Millstone has 144% the truth. With that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem, Awashai, Bashem, Wakakodash, Wa, Ababa, Kwam, Yasharala.